Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're wholesaling real estate in 2025, you need to pay close attention. There are some serious economic threats that could hit your business this year. Today, I'm breaking down the biggest challenges, how they could directly affect your deals and your business, and most importantly, how you can stay ahead of the curve. Let's get into it. Threat number 1, tariffs driving up construction costs. Let's start with tariffs, especially on imported materials like lumber, steel, aluminum, and even appliances. The US has continued to impose or increase tariffs on goods from countries like China and Canada, which has driven up the cost for materials for rehabbers. For example, the 2024 tariffs on Canadian lumber increased framing costs by as much as 20% for some builders. And these aren't even the new tariffs that Trump is going to put into place. The cost of drywall and copper wiring has jumped due to global supply chain pressures and added import fees. Some contractors are now paying $20,000 to $30,000 more per flip compared to just 2 years ago. This all trickles down. If flippers have to budget more for the rehab, they'll push for deeper discounts on their purchases. That hits your spread directly. You talk to your buyers and ask, how have material costs changed your buying criteria? Log their answers in a spreadsheet and adjust your MAO formulas to reflect real-world margins. A little bit of a bonus, educate yourself on prefab homes, modular construction, and other low-cost building options. If you can help your buyers save, they'll keep coming back. Threat number 2, rising interest rate. Interest rates might not be spiking like in early 2023, but they're still volatile and are hovering around 6.5 to 7.5%. And for hard money loans, 10, 12, 14%. That's a massive jump from the 3 to 4% range just a couple years ago. Here's been the impact. Like the hard money lenders went from 10 to 14% and 2 to 3 points up front. Holding costs are brutal. A flip that used to make $50,000 might only net 20 to 25 now because of higher debt service and slower sales. In Q4 of 2024, we already saw many flippers start exiting from the market or shifting to long-term rentals to hedge risk. When they leave, your buyer pool shrinks. Build your list of cash buyers, buy and hold investors, and people using creative financing. Start learning subject to and seller finance structures. You'll close deals in higher rate environments that others walk away from. For example, if rates are 7.5% and you find a seller with a 3% mortgage, that's gold. Lock it up sub 2 and pitch it to the investor focused on long-term cash flow. And if you guys want the community where I learned how to do all of this, check the description below. I include a link to the best community ever, the sub 2 community. It's where I learned sub 2 seller financing everything. There's amazing resources in that community. Threat number 3, possible recessions. We're not officially in a recession, but there are warning signs everywhere. Check this out. Consumer credit card debt hit $1.13 trillion in late 2024, a record high. Auto loan and mortgage delinquencies have been steadily climbing. Layoffs in tech, retail, and finance are ticking up. And also foreclosures, Adam data shows filings are up 4% quarter over quarter at the end of 2024. This means distressed sellers could flood the market, but retail demand might dry up at the same time. So you'll have more inventory, but fewer end buyers. Now, this can be great for wholesalers because it means you have more distressed properties that you can use to get better discounts. Just make sure you're still following a 70% of ARV minus rehab formula. I would also say it might be better to focus on rental markets and long-term investors if flippers are tapping out. Cash flow buyers are your safety net. Threat number 4, increasing housing supply. In markets like Phoenix, Austin, and parts of Florida, inventory has exploded. Builders overbuilt during the boom between 2000 and 2022, and now they're offering deep discounts or incentives to move product. When housing supply goes up, here's what happens. Prices soften. DOM, or days on market, stretches. Flippers take longer to exit, holding costs spike. Demand for new deals goes down. Real examples, like in Phoenix, months of supplies have doubled from 1.5 to 3 plus in 2024. Flippers are now pricing more conservatively or sitting on the sidelines entirely. What I would do is find landlords who don't care about appreciation, they care about cash flow. Focus on working class neighborhoods with strong rent to price ratios or markets like the Bay Area where appreciation is still happening just because you're in an insane market like San Francisco or LA. If you don't focus on those and you want to go the rental route, go to like Indianapolis or Columbus or OKC. You need to choose an extreme, either an extremely rental market or a still appreciating market where product is still moving so you're able to still sell your deals at a great price. Threat number 5, AI and big data are disrupting acquisitions. AI is quietly eating into the wholesaling game. iBuyers may have pulled back, but the tech hasn't gone away. Large hedge funds and VC-backed startups are using machine learning to identify motivated sellers, predict distress based on data like tax delinquencies, utility shutoffs, etc., and they're auto-sending cash offers and locking deals up before you even know the seller's name. They're automating follow-up, acquisitions, and even virtual closings, and they're scaling fast. Open Door may have slowed down flipping, but companies like DoorVest, Sunday, and Intera are using tech to buy rental-grade properties in bulk. I would not recommend competing tech with tech. I would just go deeper on relationship building. Knock doors, call tired landlords, build trust. AI can't match you on empathy and negotiation, at least for now. We'll see in the future. But in 2025, you still win it there. Use AI tools to boost your own efficiency as well. CRMs, cold calling, AI scripts, seller score leads, everything. With the tech, not against it. And if you want a CRM that's already using AI, check the description below. My favorite is Simple Send. It is the best in the game for getting deals. Threat number 6, regulatory rules. More states are passing laws that limit you to wholesaling only if you have a license or restricting it outright. Illinois in 2020 said wholesalers have to be a licensed broker if they assign more than one deal per year. Oklahoma in 2021 said it's illegal to market a property you don't own. You can't advertise a wholesale deal unless you're the title holder or a licensed agent. Nebraska in 2022, you can't publicly advertise contracts for sale without a license. Philadelphia in 2023, wholesalers need a license and must provide a wholesaler disclosure form to sellers. Atlanta in 2024 requires wholesalers to register and disclose intent to assign the contract. This trend is picking up steam, and as consumer protection groups and NAR, the National Association of Realtors, lobby against unlicensed wholesalers, this will continue to be a problem. What I recommend, know your local laws. If your state isn't regulated yet, it might soon be. I would recommend getting licensed or partnering with an agent or broker who is. Learn double closing, novation agreements, JV deals to stay compliant and close cleanly. Be upfront with sellers about your intentions. Misleading homeowners is a fast track to getting sued, shut down, and ruining the entire business for the rest of us, and requiring these regulations to make sure people aren't screwing over homeowners. So now that we got all the threats, let's talk about how do we fully prepare your business. So here is the battle plan. Number 1, constantly communicate with buyers. Track their ARV targets, rehab caps, and buy box preferences. Create a living spreadsheet of real-time buyer feedback. Ask weekly, what are you actually buying right now? Number 2, have reserves for slow months. Minimum of 6 months of operating capital, non-negotiable. Build side income streams, consulting, JV splits, coaching, leads you pass on. Don't let one slow month destroy a strong year. There's always slow months in every single year. Number 3, stay flexible and pivot fast. Switch from flippers to landlords if needed. Learn creative financing subject to seller finance novation. Watch macro indicators and micro trends to pivot early. Number 4, level up your lead gen. Own your data. Get more direct to seller. Experiment with YouTube, Google ads, SEO, and Facebook lead forms. Keep the pipeline full so you can't say no to junk and yes to deals that print money. I also love real estate agents. It's what I do. They are never going away. Invest in education and compliance. Study your state laws. Talk to a real estate attorney, stay safe, get licensed. I highly recommend doing that, or stay 100% transparent in all your marketing. Position yourself as a professional, not a fly-by-night assigner. My final thoughts are, wholesaling isn't dead in 2025, but it is changing. The people who survive and thrive will be the ones who evolve fast. The lazy, the unprofessional, the just wing it folks, they will be gone by Q3. Stay sharp, stay ethical, and always adapt. If you got value from this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more game every week, and drop a comment. What's your biggest challenge in wholesaling right now? Let's start a convo down below, and if enough people have the same problem, I'll make a video about it. Also, if you want the sources that I used for the data that I was talking about in this video, find that in the description as well, as I want you to know that we're using real data on this channel to bring you the most up-to-date news. Thank you guys so much. I'll see y'all on the next one.